Okay, let's not continue Ravensford. Let's do a new game. Foundation. Let's see. I like rivers. So we're going to change this as we select our rules and whatnot. Here we go. Nope. 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 Come on. Ooh. Interesting. Maybe we come back. Can we copy that? Maybe we come back to that. Let's look at a couple more. Not quite. Ooh, not bad. I don't know if we can do much with that beach. Okay. Let's do this one. Select the rules. I played casual lately just to find out if I could still play. So I think we'll go classic. Play the game as intended. Perfect for your first playthrough. I've played before, but I don't really feel like a challenge. Let's just play and have fun. But we'll play classic. I don't think I need the tutorial at this point. This is off. Invulnerable Army is off. Unlimited Coins is off. Cosmetic Construction. I kind of like that, so let's keep that off. Optional Events we'll keep on. Now, I like the non-depletable small mineral deposits. So I think we keep that on. Prospect all minerals. Off. Yeah, I don't feel like prospecting. Upgrade trade routes. Unlock and upgrade all trade. Nope. We're going to keep that off. Unlock off. Own all territories off. Okay. Balance everything else. And aspiration. So we want to, because we're playing classic, we're going to wind up with taxation and labor workforces. I want to build a stronghold. And I don't mind the trading as well. So we'll, rather than focus on one of those three, we'll relax and play on our own. Village name, Montclair. Gualtiero. Blanchefleur. White flower. Eleanor, Irmgard, Thorstein, Reynald, Federico. Let's go with Federico. And the village name of Halcaster. Poggiorosso. I can't say it very well. Let's go with that. Except we will name it Faggiorosso, something like that. Flag, fine. Start the game. It'll take a second to get there anyway. I'll need to know if, well, that was loud. I'll need to know if the background noise drowns out my narration. Okay, so we can see the inland lake to the right. Coast up to the, I want to say north, but to the top of the screen. We're going to pause time. Because now we're just looking around to decide what piece of land we want. We need trees for wood. We need stone. Some coast would be nice for fish, but we need to have fish in our space. Wow. What? I don't see any fish. Maybe they don't show up until we own the terrain. This is an interesting corner. Do we start at a corner and then work our way over? That could be interesting. I'm already ooh, I like this one too. I'm already imagining a castle here, or here, or here. Okay, I think this corner, I think that corner looks good. That's a strong contender. Let's look at the other corner. We don't have access to that corner. So it's this. Yeah, I think we'll take that corner. This is it right here. And if we need to expand, of course we will. Purchase this territory. Done. All right, let's have some fun. So it starts very simple. Let's put a village center in, a small resource depot. We know we have trees and so forth and so on. I think I want to put my residential area probably over here, even though I see the stone resource. I don't see any stone in there. So trees. Okay, so this here is going to be industry, which means this here will be the middling things. The church, the city center, the village center. And then on the left will be residence. And let's see how that works for us. So let's plop it in. I'm rotating a wheelbarrow and a box, a pitchfork. I mean, not a whole lot, but this is where it all starts. So let's build it. I have founded the hamlet of Foggiorosso. All right, let's put some people to work. New buildings and building parts are available. Okay, let's just look at them real fast. Builder's Workshop, Village Market, Forester Camp, they plant trees. Lumber Camp, cut trees. Sawmill takes the wood and makes planks. Stonecutters Camp, okay. Well, we'll need a well. Gathering Hut, we'll start with the Gathering Hut and the well, which we'll put over here, and then you'll see the rest of the magic happens. Let's get back to work. Gathering Hut. We've got, oh yeah, lots of berries. All right, let's gather. I kind of envision market stalls around the center of the city center. So we'll put our little gathering hut there. Let's do it. But before anything happens, of course, we need a builder's hut. So we got the gathering hut. We're going to put a well in. We said residence was going to be to the right. So let's put a well just over here. Build it. We need a builder's workshop. This is the thing that kicks everybody off. And we'll put the builder's workshop, I think, right over here. We're going to tuck it in kind of tight. But I'm doing this for a reason, because my recent playthroughs, you very quickly run out of space. So the more we can pack it in, the better. even though I just put a well way over there. All right, let's assign some villagers to get to work. We have 10 villagers. Let's put 2 on, and I'm just going, boom, first in. You're on free time? Yeah, that's nice. Get to work. Give me somebody else. All right, there we go. They're going to start building. In fact, since we're building a lot for the first few minutes, we'll put all 3 in there, put to work. Come back over here. So we've got our well. We have the gathering hut. The stonecutter camp. Let's get some wood. We know we need wood. Lumber camp. So this brown area denotes a less good place to live, which is fine. Because this is our industry. I'll leave it just off the border there in case any of my Muldoons need to walk over that way. But we know the wood is coming from that other direction, right? So let's... why don't we do that? There we go. Build it. All right, we have gathering hut. Food is critical, right? Boom, boom, boom. We got 3 people in there. Get to gathering. First tree is felled. What else do we need? Oh, I need to tell them. Okay, so let's employ them. I've got 4 villagers unemployed. We'll put 2 on the lumber camp. And then we will come back to the lumber camp. And oh, we don't have to go back to the lumber camp. Let's paint the wood cutting. So we have to paint where we're going to cut our wood. And we're going to start by cutting the wood here. And we'll just clear out this space. In fact, we'll clear it all the way over to about there. That'll be fine. So now they have territory that they can cut trees. And I realize that they'll run out of trees before long, which is why we're also going to build. We need a market. We will need a sawmill, stonecutter's camp. We're also going to build a forester camp. Because balancing the planting of trees is kind of important. But we're not going to build it yet. Let's build our village market. We want to build it. This goes on top. So we'll start with the food stall. And I still like the idea of this being our center space. I have a guest announcer who is keen on meowing. And you'll probably hear him come through, and that's just fine. Let's put it right about here. There's going to be other things that we wind up selling. So it's not just going to be these berries. And let's throw one of those on. Rustic market, tent, red market. Let's go with maybe the red market. Undo that. Or I mean the rustic. Yeah. Cool. Woodshed, little decoration. We'll come back later and decorate. So let's just build that. We have 2 villagers unemployed. One's about to be our market dude or dudette. I hear trees are going down. Just Just watching the villagers marching around, generally smiling. You know who they look like? They look like people from Shrek. Stretching. You got to stretch before you forage. Don't forget. All right, so we have 2 unemployed. I know I want to build a forester's camp. Stone. We need stone. Now, stone is over here. I probably should have put this over here. I already messed up my general thought, but that's okay. We still need to clear it out for residents, and I could move it. I'm going to. I'm going to move it because we're putting houses over there. So this field of flowers, yeah, it's going away. All right, let's get this right about there. Let's see how close we can get it. Something like that. Build it. This, let's see. Let's go to edit building. See if we can pick it up and move it. No, we're going to have to destroy it. And that's okay. I still want to clear the woods over here. But we're going to destroy it. We'll get some money back. Destroy the building, the lumber camp. And we got 2 woodcutters. They'll be temporarily unemployed. Lumber camp. We'll tuck our lumber camp over here. In fact, we'll keep it down here. Because other buildings, like warehouses and sawmills and whatnot, are going to need to be... Build it. Are going to need to be closer in this area here. This is the well. Resources are missing. Good, because we're going to destroy the well. So it's 5 stone. They've got 10 lumber. If I destroy it, let's see if the lumber, you'll look at resources up here. We'll see if the lumber goes back up. I got half of it back. But the well's going to go actually over here. Kind of like that. Anybody can get to it. And I wonder... It's a city center kind of thing, isn't it? Should I just put it in the city center? People come here for food. They can come for water. I'm going to leave it over here. Uh-oh. Indecisive much? We'll bring it in. Back to the city center. Yeah. There we go. Build it. All right, so we have this built. Where is... I've got another woodcutter who should be working. There he is. Okay, now they should still have their cutting zone, which is way over here. Not completely efficient, but I'm not too worried about it because once this is cut out, or I get too many messages about insufficient housing, I'm going to make this residential, and they'll build houses automatically. One free territory to redeem. We own a territory. Okay. We're not going to redeem anything yet. So, I thought village market. Let's... Boom. All right, we have 1 unemployed villager. Who's going to start mining. So, let's get out of the build Let's speed up a little bit. Everybody's employed. I think the critical stuff is going. I've got food. Soon I will have food for sale at the market. I'll have water as soon as I get stone. I don't have any wood. I don't have any planks. I don't have a sawmill. I'm not worried about that yet. Stone is coming. Tools are getting depleted, but that's okay. Looks like some immigration is occurring in possibly the next day. We'll find out. We'll speed it up just a little bit more. Another way to see what's happening is to go to the Royal Book. I don't have any edicts or privileges. That's fine. I don't have any trade routes. We can unlock them later. Resources. So we have, well, water is available. We have 54 berries. All this is easily seen up here. Villagers. All right. I've got 3 builders, 2 3 foragers, 1 market tender, 1 miner, 2 woodcutters. Yeah, they're looking for homes, so they can chill for a little bit. We'll get homes going soon. Oh, are we full already? Storage is full? Oh, and don't be we've got to assign a resource. How about some berries? So in my description, the well is going up now. Okay, there we go. In my description, I talk about, it's a simple game, but the mechanics and the supply chain quickly becomes complicated. And a few days can pass. If you're not keeping your eye on things, you'll realize, oh, I haven't assigned berries to the market stall. So the market dude can't sell anything, but now you see him going to get some berries. And boom, he's going to put them on for sale. Now people have some food. Folks are complaining that, and it's already being consumed. They don't have places to live yet, so we can start getting some residential space in here. So let's do that. Let's get some residential space right in there. Let's see what happens. They're not going to want to live too close to the markets and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just going to fill it up. Why not? To include all this right here. All this is residential. Boom. It's kind of an obnoxious sound. Now I'm going to do a little trimming because I'm being anal retentive. Okay, good enough. So this is the cutting area and the residential area. This is still fine. I'm going to trim that a little bit. And let's just see what happens. Looks like they can't put a house here because there's trees there. You know what? I'm not worried about it. They can suck it up. They can sleep under the stars, I mean. It's a beautiful night. So I've got 1 wood, 1 stone. No planks, not worried about planks yet. I've got plenty of berries, which means I'm going to take somebody off of foraging and put them onto lumbering. Pick a number from 1 to 3. Okay, he is gathering berries. You're on free time, you're fired. What's your name? Grior. Done. Grior, get your behind over here. and start cutting down some trees. Stones. What do we got on stones? We got one. Okay. That's okay, because everybody's employed. I'd rather have full production on wood, secondary on stone, and hopefully we get some new immigrants and we'll put them into the stonecutters camp. And off we go. Let's just watch the magic happen. Parts under construction. They need more lumber. That's fine. They'll get some lumber when the folks cut the trees down. We got a house in here. That's nice. Another house going up there. A third house there. Looks maybe a fourth house back there. And a fifth one. I haven't done the math to see low quality housing. Okay. They're suitable for serfs. We can increase the desirability of the neighborhood. We can beautify it. And then by adding paved roads, and frankly, I'm not sure where that's out in the progression stream. But we can make the houses nicer. We'd like the density to go up so that I can put more people in these houses. But for now, we get low quality housing, and that's fine. So let's look at progression. We start here, and you'll notice prosperity is 2 stars. So these, storage, fishing, bridges, fences, the manor house, this is important, the castle, and the monastery are all accessible to me now. But if I want to make any of those more complex, for instance, to form spear companies at the castle, or bow companies or sword companies, then I have to have 10 prestige and a certain amount of kingdom splendor. Right now, my kingdom splendor is 0. Same thing for the clergy. I can get the monastery, but if I want to make monastic beekeeping, well, I need 10 prosperity and 25 clergy splendor. But what's critical is probably these items here on the common path. Storage is important. I'm going to come to that in a few minutes. But getting up to 10 prosperity and then getting access to making our own clothes, our farming, beautifying, or decorative, as it says here, goods market, polishing stone. Polished stone is better than stone. Making tools and so forth and so on. Hunting, butchering. This is going to be the focus, along with the manor house. So I think we'll get the manor house in soon. And the manor house is important because they have a tax office, and I need to start generating revenue, because I have 385 gold coins out of the original 500, and I need more money. So there we go. Let's check on our village. We don't have any immigrants. Immigrants will come hang out here, I think, or maybe they come to the office. I've got exclamation mark for low quality housing, but that's okay. Lumber is getting used as fast as it is getting cut, but let's confirm that there is still a wood cutting zone. not build. Let's look at paint. Wood cutting. Yep. It's still well in there. There's a lot of wood. They're felling trees. Okay, they're doing fine. They're just going way over there, which again is fine because these trees over here are going to be where they, in fact, yeah, I'm going to both grow and cut trees down here. Now, as I look around, I don't see any fish in our immediate vicinity. Oh, wait, there's some fish. Of course, they're over there. So, I need to put... It may not matter. I think I can still put my fishing wharf. In this case, I'll put it probably here-ish. And they should be able to row over there and get stuff. So that will give us berries and fish. How are we doing on logs? All right. A small surplus of 7. Doing great with the berries. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to take somebody off of berries. Guillemot. I'm gathering berries. Well, soon. Oh, I'm on free time. You're fired. Put you in stone work, I think. No, logs. We still need more logs. Oh, they're full. Let's go to stone. Boom. All right. It's slow and steady, but we're doing okay. And we're on 3 times speed. So while they're doing that, I think I want to build my... Let's go to progression. My manor house. This is a mansion with offices and halls dedicated to the village's rulership. It has a great hall and a tax office. And I need both. So let's get this sucker built. It'll cost $25. And that's okay. After we get this built and get some taxes going, then I can go back and look at the wharf, the fisherman's wharf, and maybe warehouses and things like that, which are back on the common path. Administration, we want a manor house. So we want a great hall, and that's going to be this, the great hall. Manor hall, minor. But it's going to be good looking, kind of, sort of. Oh, let me pause it real fast. They are probably asking for taxes. Collecting taxes. Every villager will contribute. You're darn tootin'. All right, great. So now I have a little list, and I was about to do it anyway. I'm going to build the manor house. The manor house will have a tax office. I like it being near the city center. I'm saving, I think, this space up here for more markets, goods, fish, produce, all that kind of stuff. So I think I'll put the manor house right over here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Just plunk it down. There's a few more parts it's going to need. I want it to generally face this path. Now, this is just a house. It needs a door. I only have 18 stone, so we're going to go cheap, and then we can upgrade. So let's just throw a door right on it. That's just fine. The visitor location. I like them here. Keep them in the city center. generally in front of the manor house. There you go. They can congregate. In fact, right about there. I want to add a sub-building. This is important. This sub-building is my tax office. That has a manor tower. Build a tax office that has a manor tower. Miners optional. 9 stone. We're going to want a lot of taxes. So I'm going to... Oh, planks. We need planks. Okay, that's okay. We'll, son of a biscuit. We need planks for all of it. That's okay. So we're a little ahead of ourselves, but we'll at least lay the blueprints for this. I like the tax tower here. Or here? No, over here. This is fine. Boom. And in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's make it a little taller. Stone. Reinforced chimney. It's decorative. It doesn't do a whole lot. It consumes some tools. So we're going to leave that alone. Once we get that built, we'll need a tax collector. Okay, there we go. That's it. Simple passageway. More tools, stone, more planks. This is decorative, but I mean, what's wrong with it? We should be able to get it right up. Nope, it here. Oh. Yeah, why not? Let's put it on top. Boom. Build all. Tax office, tax collector capacity, everything is checked. This is great. Everything here is checked. That's great. We're going to build it all. It's not going to get built anytime soon because I have 4 wood and I need some planks, which means I need to build a sawmill. So the sawmill is going to be down here. And I think the sawmill will be about there. We're going to have the stone polisher in there. So we'll put the sawmill. We'll tuck it in nice and close. Somewhere in here. You got to get a good look at its location in terms of, there's a path right there. People are going to come in from 3 different sides. So why don't we do more like that? Can I move it back any? I think that's not bad. 10 stone, 20 wood. Build it. We're also going to prioritize this. So we're going to build that. Just to make sure there's no confusion, we're going to pause construction. We're going to pause construction and the door. Okay, I think that's all paused. And we should be able to come over here and prioritize construction. Boom. Back to work, suckers. Of course, I'll need to employ somebody in the sawmill. So the focus is making sure that I have 3 people in the lumber, or the wood cutting. 1, 2, 3, I do. And then I'll probably take one of the builders and make them a sawmill person. So Dominga's bringing 10 stones. Boom, look at that. She's strong. Strong like ox. Galileo's bringing 2 wood. He only brings 2 wood. Domingo just brought 10 stones. Galileo needs to get his telescope out. Punk. All right, what's happening over here? Nothing to report. What? Why not? What is this? Oh, maybe they're on the edge of the residential area. Yep, they are. So residential. Let's give them a little extra space. Boom, fixed it. That's all they needed. Still doing good with berries, rustic food, monastic, Mr. Bombastic. I actually saw, who was it, Shaggy? And Sting in concert together. It was pretty good. I'm not a big concert goer, but that was fun. Alright, so whenever I see or somebody says the word monastic, I think of Mr. Bombastic. Alright, look at that. We are making some progress here. Bringing 2 wood. Alright, keep chopping wood, folks. We need 8 more wood. Get this sucker going. Boom. That sawmill will then turn out some planks. Then I'll get the tax office built. Then I'll get some money. Life will be good. Happy days. Game speed is maximized at 3, which is just fine. We're not in a rush. We just want things moving. Somebody's over here sitting, oh, they were sitting on a bench. Look at this. Could you imagine? That's not a bad place, is it? You got your little wood-framed house overlooking the river. Big blue sky. Some clouds. Built your own fence. That's not too shabby. I can imagine living there. That's almost peaceful. Except for the fact that you gotta work, so get back to work, suckers. Where are we at? 16 to 20. Alright. While that's happening, I'm just scanning on top here. We're doing good on coins. Resources are fine-ish. We are full in berries, which means I could build and should consider a warehouse soon. Because we're full in berries, I might pull the berry forager off and put them into the sawmill because we've got all the pieces. We've got 35 stone. All right, who do I want to put in there? One of the builders. Galileo. Oh, you lazy. I got something for you, Galileo. Builder level 2. Unassigned job. Do whatever you just doing. What are you doing? Fetching berries? Yeah, you're fired. But I can hire you as a carpenter. I think you'll be a carpenter. Galileo, look at that. Oh, you look good with your carpenter smock on. And now, Foggioso is a village. New ruler titles unlocked, Lord and Lady, of which we have neither, and that's okay. What we need, though, are some more people. I've only got 10. I need some immigrants. And we'll start turning out planks. Let's see, who else is doing stuff that they don't need to? I got 2 builders, 1 carpenter, 1 forager, 1, 2, 3 woodcutters. So the miners, or do I take one of the builders? I'll let it roll. This is fine. We have the stone, we have the tools, we just don't have the planks. Soldier path blocked. Whose path is blocked? Galileo could not reach a sawmill, you punk. How are you not reaching the sawmill? Look at you. You're gonna have to figure it out, my friend. You're supposed to be smarter than that. Where's Galileo? I don't know which one you are. Alright, let's slow things down while we figure this pathing out. Now, I mentioned that things have to be tight for a reason, but where is Mr. Galileo? You're on free time. You can't reach? Why not? I mean, there's entrance right there. Why can't you get into it? Are you dumb? You might be dumb. Let's just follow him for a minute. This is not the Galileo that we read about in our textbooks. So he went home. I think he's sweeping. What are you doing? He's cleaning his house. Let's just follow him. Oh, he's getting some food. Nice beard. Yep, doing some more sweeping. We got our eye on you, Galileo. Getting some water. Man, you don't work much, do you? You do a lot of sweeping. This is interesting to me. All right. Up the hill. Past the quarry. Boom. Why is it blocked? Alright, so you just can't. I got it. We're going to have to move one of these two buildings. In this case, it's going to be the foragers' camp. That annoys me a little bit. Because I don't think we can move. Wait a minute. Apply changes. Where's Galileo? You're still being stupid. Why? So we're gonna have to move. It's something right here. All right. Let's figure this out. I don't like that at all. But Galileo is causing a lot of trouble. What the heck? Alright, we'll do this. Apply changes. I don't like that, but let's see what happens. Galileo has become a pain in my butt. I'm tired of following you. Yeah, go back to sweeping. Alright, that's enough of that. Nope, no more. Oh, yeah, there we go. Boom, we'll break that. But we do kind of need to continue following him. Sitting around, lollygagger. Whoa! Really? Okay. I'm doing something wrong. He must not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Working fine. Requires one production. Resources missing. We got it. Bring it over. Where's my builders? All right, let's just watch this for a minute. There's more lumber coming. Boom, boom, boom. Where's my builders? What are my builders doing? I've got two builders, Amma and Dominga. Dominga's usually pretty dialed in. Heading to work. Yeah, you are. Work is not that way. Dominga's sleeping. On free time. Man, you can't get people to work around here. All right, we'll let it ride. All the while, wood is getting collected. And our stone is full. Okay, it's time to build a warehouse. I don't want to build a warehouse. Let's build it. So I have just unlocked warehouse and granary, both of which will come in handy. We're going to put our warehouse because we've got a full load of stone. I think the granary will go over here because it will have the fish and the berries, or maybe back there. So the warehouse, yeah, let's do the warehouse right here. I'll need at least two in the immediate future, but not just yet. And oh, by the way, I need to check on, there we go. I'll put one there and then another kind of here-ish. I don't want to ruin this foraging spot. All right, I thought I was going to put the... Okay. I was thinking about fish back here. But if we put a warehouse here-ish... Now, you'll note it does not have that kind of gray or brown cloud around it. So the warehouse next to this residential area should not be a big pain. I notice it needs planks, but what are you going to do? So we're going to lay the groundwork for that. Build. And then we're going to pause it. Which takes us back here. Which also means that these two folks who can't do anything... There we go. Thank you. Who is that? You're hired. You are good. Working fine. Oh yeah? Well, one of you two... The least qualified between Tanjinoir and DM... Pardon me. No way. Why not? Come on. How can you not reach? All right, so let's try somebody else. You are hired. You are fired. If I could get rid of your ass. You are now a carpenter. You are now a miner. I don't get this. All right. We're not worried about Galileo, are we? Galileo's been fired. Well, it sure looks like... Oh, man. All right, so we are just too tight. That's okay. I'd like to blame Galileo. We're going to move the sawmill away, edit the building. And the reason I'm not moving the lumber camp is because I'm not sure what will happen to this wood. So we're going to edit the sawmill. Wow, it really has been a pain in my butt. We're even going to rotate it. Why changes? Still, I don't like Galileo. He's still fired. Alright, we got stone going. Good. Please don't be problematic. But that's an interesting lesson. Alright, so Galileo, guess what? You're not a miner anymore. You're dismissed. You're now a carpenter again. Get back to work, loser. Oh, what's that noise? Those are planks being made. Heck yeah. Oh, finally. Let's check our area. I think we're ready. Oh, I think we did it. All right, so there's that. Let's check the residential area. Is almost all the trees are gone. So I'm gonna start taking trees, I think from over here next. So let's just go to wood cutting. There's nothing here, so we know that there's no trees there. We know that there's none here. And there's just a handful here, so we'll let them continue to clear that area out. And when that's done, which will be very soon, this is the next spot for wood cutting. We've got 8 planks already, 22 wood, 76, 75 berries. We're doing great. It took an hour to get to this point. But it's okay, there's no rush. Our stone is full, which means tenure, you're fired. Tenure, you're hired. Make us some darn planks. We've got people cutting wood. Once these trees are done, yeah, we're almost there. We are almost there. So let's unpause construction here. Emma's bringing 12 planks. Good on you, Emma. Why are the women carrying so much more than what the men do? And I think the best serf that I've seen so far is going to become my tax collector. And right now, it's looking like one of the ladies because the guys just aren't cutting it. This is a little drone's eye view. Let's come on down and just take a look. Just watch the magic happen. I think it's really neat, too. I mean, you see they have a system of pulleys to get the lumber and the planks up to the second level. You don't get a whole lot of detail on the construction process, but you get a general idea. And I think that's neat. No workers assigned. Okay, so, well, we'll get a worker in there. I haven't decided who. Just build it, people. Buildy, buildy, buildy. Over here by the well. Look at that. That's cool. There's no lights on inside because, well, it's not built yet. And it's interesting, too. I didn't notice that there's a little rise. So you have to go up and over the rise to get to the stone quarry and the wood section, the woodworking section of town. How are we doing with trees? This tree might be protected by the residents, so now we're gonna paint. Yeah, I think it's. We'll leave it. Wood cutting. All right, it's safe. But we'll start taking these trees. Boom. And some of these trees, because we'll definitely need to just take them. Just take the trees. We will definitely need that space for industry. Now I've still got these trees here. The kingdom acknowledges my hard work in establishing the settlement. I am but your humble servant. Give me that money. I mean, thank you, my liege. There we go. 408. So, arguably, we've only spent 92 coins. All right, this construction is paused. We can start that shortly. I want this completely built. Because we need some more villagers. I think having this building helps the immigration. And by builders, I mean we need more residents. Okay, quick pause. I think we are complete. Nothing to report. No workers assigned. Oh, tax collector. All right. You know, there's something about management when you think about managing people. And no matter what amount of people you have, if it's more than like 5 or 10, you know the best people by name and the worst people by name. And the ones who are just average, you recognize them, but you may forget their name. Emma, Dominga, both of them stellar. Galileo, not so much. Graviel, never heard of him. Grior, vaguely familiar. Guillaume, yeah, vaguely familiar. Helpfrid, never heard anything from Helpfrid. Rheinbout, same. Rustico, same. Emma or Dominga? I am still impressed by Dominga's work, so Dominga is going to be my tax collector. That's right. Dominga. You are now my tax collector. How do I make you my tax collector? All right. I know how. Boom. Boom. You're hired. Done. Rewarded for a good job. Back to work, folks. Now they're waiting for a builder, so it's ongoing construction, but she's in the job already, so people be warned. Nothing to report. I have no mandates I want to worry about at the moment. So the builder has to bring, I think, the tools to build the little weather vane on top. Planks are going. Now that that's done, logging is happening. We can build our warehouse. Oh, we need some more immigrants. Come on. 5 stone. Oh, okay. It's the stone and one more tool. Emma is bringing the tool. Emma's gunning for a promotion. Done. First tax office now stands in the village, promising order and prosperity. That's right. Very well. And I've earned praise from an estate of the realm. I'm not sure which estate. It was the labor influence. Nice. Booyah! All right, so we have built a manor house that has a tax office. We built a tax office that has a manor tower. We assigned a new tax collector. Now it's time to tax some fools. So let's go to the budget. Taxation. Oh, 0%? Oh no. Give me that money. Plus 11. That's it. Residential taxes. That's right, fools. And now we need to wait a month and we will have concluded the taxation cycle. At least initiated it. And that's just fine. So planks 19, logs 24. We can start building our warehouse. Our forager will be a transporter because we are filling that place up. And I also want to build a fishing wharf. But real fast, let's check out our residential zone. All right, so it looks to me like there's room for, what, 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 more houses? Maybe even 7, right? So let's incentivize some folks to come live here. We're going to build some... Oh, we need a church. We do need a church. All right. We're going to build the church, and then after that, we're going to add some beautifying structures. Benches, fences, signs, potted plants. I think Emma is going to be our church girl. She's going to be the pastor. All right, so we want to build a church. Looking at our space here, recognizing that I do not have anybody bringing in any stone, which I'm going to need again soon. Because our planks are doing good, we can take somebody out of here. Galileo, get your butt over there and get me some stone. Okay, balance that out. We're going to put a church. Oh, I think the church will go right there. Yeah. Or I could put the church over here. Ooh. We're going to put the church over here. Or over here. Somewhere in the residential area. Make them feel guilty about not going. I think tucked into the woods. We're going to put it over here because I want to expand this area into more residents. Oh, yeah, our church is going to be right flipping there. Boom. Build me a church, fool. All right, so we need... These are all the parts. It's the basic concept. A thatched nave. Well, you need to shave that, don't you? A rustic thatched chapel. A rustic thatched nave minor. 10, 2, and 8. 10, 1, and 12. Interesting. Room resizable. 10, 1, and 12. 10, 2, and 8. So this is the chapel, though. I don't know what a nave is. Is that a Catholic thing? Church capacity, 12, 24. Oh, heck yeah. Well, we've only got 10, but we'll have 12 soon. So let's go for 24. Get in there. Oh, yeah. We're putting you right here. Suck it. Ooh, yeah. I see it. I see a spot. Right there. You're going to feel so bad for not going to school, church, whatever. Let's turn it a little bit. Let's bring it in. Oh, yeah. Tuck it in nice and close. But we don't want to block anybody from going home, right? So we'll put it right there. Is that... Yeah, that'll work. Let's not overthink it. A humble gate. 8 and 2, 2 and... Oh, yeah. We need a humble gate. Boom. Right there. Surf and turf. I got tax a villager. I guess that's good. All right. So we've got that brewing. Let's add a church bell tower because we need people to know. 6, 3, 8, 1, and 5. 6, 3, and 1. So it's one tool no matter what. 5 planks, 3 planks. Okay, so this one's, yeah, takes more. Or steeple. We're going to do a steeple. Oh yeah, we're doing a steeple. Right on top. Or should it be like a cool church where the steeple's in the back? Or in the middle? We're going to do it right there. Boom. And we'll throw a little cross on top because that's the way we roll. We're going to square it off. That's square enough. And build it. Build it all. So this is going to help, I think, bring us some immigrants. We've got taxation. We'll have religion. We've got food. What more do people want? We've got a good allocation. Look at that. Planks 50, wood 50. Are we full? Bam! Things are filling up. Okay, so now we've got the warehouse built. We know we have 50 stone or close to it. Well, we know we need wood, planks, and stone in the warehouse. Wood, planks, stone. The next thing is going to be, which we don't have yet, but it's going to be polished stone. So I'm going to leave that free. Now, I need somebody to bring this stuff to the warehouse. That's a transporter. And because these fools are not working, who do we have? Helpfrid. He's been pretty quiet. Okay. Here's my quiet folks. They've been doing a good job. But one of them, are you at home? You're at home? You're having berries? You're eating? Oh, free time. Fired. What's your name? Rhinebout. Done. Guess what, Rhinebout? I got a job for you. Start bringing that stuff over. There we go. Now we need a granary. And the granary will do the same thing except for perishables. The berries, and of which we have 76, and soon to be fish. How's our church coming along? I think, what the heck? We have, it's a miracle. It's a floating half of a cross. Oh, that's neat. Okay, you all need to keep going. Who's going to be my village priest? I think it's going to be Amon. Amon? Let's look at my population of 10. Amma. She's a builder. I do need a builder. Who do I have double up? I have 2 carpenters. 2 woodcutters. Ooh, it's getting tight. I think Amma is going to become my priestess, and Helpfrid is going to be the new builder, because Helpfrid is helpful, isn't he? But things continue to come along. Let's look at our warehouse. Look at that. Logs, planks, stone. It's literally what I told it to start collecting, which is great because the more I have here, that means that the actual... Whoa. What's happening? Interesting. The actual... Ooh, that wood is gone. Facilities are cleared out so they can get back to work. That's the point. So 2 more things we need. I'm going to need to start regrowing some trees. So I'm going to need a forester, and I'm going to put the forester here. Hopefully the forester can find what he needs. A forester camp. Have a monthly profit from taxes revenue above 10. All right, we need to tax some fools. So our forester camp is going to be right over here. How far back can we go? Where's the entrance? There we go. Yeah, we'll do something like that. And then I'm going to start reforesting all of this space where the trees are being felled. So it'll be a cycle of 1 dude planting trees and 3 people cutting them down. Churches of the faith, word of your village's first church have reached the clergy. Ha 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 ha, amen. They appreciate your dedication to the faith and thus hold you in higher regard. That is a splendid mustache. And I think that's what the dude in blue is telling the guy in gray. All right, so we agreed, didn't we, that Miss Amma is going in, which means we need a builder. So I need to come back over here and go to Helpfrid and fire him from woodcutting. And Helpfrid is going to be my next builder. See how it works? Now, I'm getting a little nervous because we don't have any immigrants. And that's an issue. Immigration is average, incoming in 2 days. Is there a reason why there's no immigrants? Oh, God. I'm on an island. They can't get to me. immigrants. I gotta build a bridge. Great googly moogly. I did not notice that. Of course, I don't have immigrants because nobody can come here. You sneaky. All right, so I've got to now purchase this land because I want immigrants to come. So what am I going to take? Ooh, this is nice. There's a nice patch of woods. Some stone. I'm sure there's boar in there. I don't see any. Oh, there's fish here. Oh, there's fish here. Okay, so there's fish. Or this little patch, which is all trees. Boom. That's right. Advice has been followed. I can follow advice. So this one or this one? So this one is all trees. There might be some iron in there, but I'm not. Can we get lower? I'm not seeing any. So it's good for the basic resources. I think. Do we need iron? I don't even see iron for one. I see more stone, and I didn't see any. Okay, there's stone there. There's stone in here. I think we purchased this one. I like the beach. I didn't realize we were landlocked. Are there any fish here? Let's slow this down. Wow. We do some analysis. All right, there's no fish here. So the other one is the winner. So we want to purchase this. We can get it for nothing, which is great, because I have one free territory to redeem. And then we're going to build a bridge right across. And that should bring us in our peeps. Got it. So now I have to go to progression. Pay $25 to unlock a bridge. New building available. Guess what it is, folks? It's a bridge. And we're going to put this sucker in. Right, cha. Kind of like so. Oh, look at that. How about that? What do you think? I think that's solid. Make it so. 25 planks. Do we have it? Heck yeah, we have it. Get to work, folks. I need some immigrants. Oh, look at that. From our newly acquired other side of the bank. I wonder if I put a castle here. We'll have to see. So it is interesting to me because there's so many little things you have to do to make sure that things will be successful. And you think, well, I've got, this forager's hut with nobody in there, which is fine. And I've got whatever, but things aren't happening. And you dig into it and realize, oh, well, we're not getting immigrants because nobody can swim across the river, I guess, to come live with us. So I'm hoping this bridge gives us some darn immigration. That's a nice little church in the woods, isn't it? Not too shabby. Weekly attendance 0. Uh-oh, 1 of 24. All right, well done. Well done, one of you. Still doing good on food. All right, so we're just doing bad on people. I need people. Up, up, up. What's that? No. Get this bridge done. Builder Helpfrid. Helpfrid, you're the man. Make it happen. All by your lonesome, because you are the village builder. Come on, Helpfrid. So people will walk into our burgeoning village and immediately see the splendor of a quarry and carpenters. There it is. Give us some darn. Oh, all right. Immigration is high. Finally, hopefully, this brings some people. And this puts me at a good spot to get ready to end this stream and just see how it goes. I might continue and develop this a little bit more before the next live stream, but this is a good point, I think, to end this stream and then get ready for the next one, because I know everybody is waiting with bated breath to find out what happens in the village of Fromaggio, or whatever it's called. But we've done pretty good. We've had some problems, but we've solved them. And now we just need some people. So I'm content with that. Let's save that. And then we will end the stream. New save game. Foggio Rosso. Confirm and save. Thanks for watching, folks. It was a live stream, so no editing, absolutely. And hopefully the audio came through clear enough and it was enjoyable. I look forward to any comments any of you may have and appreciate any likes that you feel like clicking on. Have a great night.